welcome back to another video. Today I'm making a cake themed LPS head random doll body figure. This is my first attempt at making a LPS humanoid sort of like figure, so I'm pretty excited. But this is the basic design that I'm drawing out now. It has a ruffled dress, whipped cream on the head, and frosting dipped ear. It ends up changing quite a bit from the original design at the end, but the head stays mostly the same. Here I got the frosting dipped ear molded, and I'm just making like little frosting drips and stuff. While we're here, I also wanted to point out that the LPS head that I'm using isn't an actual LPS. I think it's a knockoff, but I'm not sure. Now I'm just sculpting the dress shape. I'm making one side, and I'm going to put on one part of the doll, and then I'm going to put the other side on the other part and connect the two. I didn't actually end up liking this design. I was struggling with the skirt. I am not the best at sculpting clothes yet, so I removed that and tried again. Now I'm putting a little clay on the peg, because I noticed originally when I put the head on the peg it was not staying very well, so I thought I'd make it a little bit thicker. Now I'm going in on the legs and the feet, and I'm adding like clay, kind of like a bodysuit. Just to make the legs a little bit longer, because I thought it was a little bit too short, and I figured this would make it easier to design it when there's more to work with. At this point, I noticed that the arms were way too small for the clay that I had added on, so I pulled the arms out to make it longer, and I put clay over it to make it stay. At that point, I basically just did a full body suit, which I think was the best call. At this point, I'm just going in and blending everything out with my finger and some water and a little tool that I used for blending. It was a pretty good tool for blending, I think. I don't know what it's actually used for, but I think it's used for clay. And actually the clay I got is air dry clay. I was having trouble finding some good air dry clay to use, but I actually really like this one. this point, I started getting my whipped clay piping bag ready. I was going to try and use the piping bag on the figure as like a dress, but it didn't really end up working. I've used this whipped clay, this brand, multiple times and it worked really well, but this time I don't know what it was. I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. I couldn't push it out and it had no shape. It wasn't sticking. I don't know what happened or what I was doing wrong. I tried a couple different tips and a couple different bags, but nothing was working. So, I don't know. And when I was putting on the whipped cream on the top of the head, I was having so much trouble shaping it because the piping wasn't working. So I just had to go with that, and it ended up getting ruined a couple times, so I had to redo it. And here I was just trying to blend out the piping I did to try and make like texture or a skirt or something, but it didn't end up working, so I just took it off. Here I was trying to make shoes, but I didn't end up doing it like that. I didn't end up really making shoes at all. I got the whipped cream on the head messed up, so I had to redo it again. Sorry that a lot of the footage and stuff that I was adding on or smoothing wasn't in frame. I honestly didn't notice, so. In here I'm just adding overalls as the outfit because I changed my mind. The skirt wasn't gonna work. Here I'm just adding a little extra to the hands for shaping, making it have two, I don't know if you'd call them fingers or furry things poking out. I don't know, but I added that for a little extra texture and design, and then I went back into smoothing everything out. Alright, here I think it transitioned to the next day. I'm using white paint to, I guess, paint over everything just as a base coat. I like using this crochet hook to put my Littlest Pet Shop head on so that when I'm painting the head, it isn't like harder to paint because I have to hold it. Here I was trying to touch up the whipped cream on top of the head, but it was really hard because the piping bag wasn't working again. So here I made a mistake. I forgot to start recording when I was sanding down the neck peg. Here I'm sanding it down more because I still didn't sand it down enough the first time, apparently. So, but yeah, I did sand it down a little bit beforehand, but I just didn't sand it down well, I guess. Here I'm going in with pink paint for the cream and the frosting. I'm just starting with a messy coat and I'm going to touch up the head later on. I was also wondering, is clay and like LPS customization something that you guys like or you want me to continue doing? Because I like doing them, but I want to make sure that I'm doing something that my audience wants. So let me know down in the comments. Here I was just putting on pink on the overalls as a basic design, and then I was drawing out what the outfit basically looked like and trying to come up with a design. I decided to include brown into my outfit color scheme because I thought that just pink and white, which was what I was doing, wasn't enough colors, and I just couldn't figure out how to put all of that together. So now I'm just painting on the brown pants. I didn't end up actually doing the pink stripes like I have in the drawing. As you can see here, I also made the nose brown and I added brown sprinkles. Here I'm using white paint pen to just touch up everything, and because I thought it would be easier than using a paintbrush because it's more like easier for me to control than a paintbrush because I'm still quite new to painting. But at the end I did have to use a paintbrush instead of the paint pen, and I think it worked out fine. Here I actually add in white sprinkles as well to tie in the colors. If you made it up to this point in the video, comment down the word sprinkles and let me know, what is your favorite frosting flavor? Now I am going to start working on the eyes. I first just colored in the whole eye pink, but then I realized that I needed like a scalloped effect, so I tried to do that, and then I went in with the brown for the scalloped look. I got some brown around the cheeks and stuff. I did end up kind of botching up the eyes, so I had to touch it up after. I noticed when looking back that I did accidentally push the camera, so it's like about to fall. Here I'm just using a pink paint pen to fill in the ear. I thought it would be easier than using a paintbrush, and then I added pink sprinkles. Alright, well, I'm just touching up the eyes and I'm about to finish this video. So, thank you for watching this video, and here is the reveal.